To keep things simple, database is just a bunch of files on the file system. Whenever you run an update or delete query, database needs to find the file which has the relevant data, load it to the file system, make the changes, and then write it back to the file system. Now there are two problems with this. The first, if system crashes during the write operation, the data will be lost. And the second, updating this way is much slower because database needs to find the file, load it, seek through it, update it, and then write it to the file system. To fix this, databases use something called val or write ahead logging. So databases maintain val files whenever there is an update or delete operation. Instead of updating the actual data in the file system, database just keeps the operation in the val file. One more thing it does is it updates the page cache. So page cache is the place where database keeps the recently accessed data. If the object to update is there, database will update it. If it is not there, database will read it from the file system, load it to the page cache, and then update it. And then user will be shown the success. When the next operation comes in, again the database will update the val file, update the page cache, and send success. Now if you notice, the database is not updating the actual file system. To update the actual data on the file system, database has a background operation that keeps running from time to time. It gets the operation from the val files and then applies those operations on the file system. The benefits of this approach are we get much faster writes because val file is opened in the append mode, and appending to files is much faster than opening a file, seeking the data, and then updating it. And the second, if the system crashes during the write operation, all it has to do is look at the val files and apply the operations that have not been performed. Write ahead logging is also useful for replication. So the databases to which the data is to be replicated can just look at the val files and apply the operations. And it is also useful for point in time recovery.